broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends.
Election day, a whole lot of decisions going to be made today. A little too late to help the Cowboys last night. Rough one for Alice Cowboys last night in Texas. We're going to get into Monday Night Football. We're going to get into the trade deadlines. A whole lot to do on a Tuesday morning. Good morning, boys and girls, and thank you for finding the opening drive. On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal, Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. How you living?
Living good.
Good. All right, we're going to get to all that, but as we do on Tuesdays, we start out with Aggie football. New Mexico State's got a really big one at home on Saturday. A good Kennesaw State team will be at Aggie Memorial Stadium. Aggie's coming off a loss at Western Kentucky, 35-16 last week. They fall to 3-5 overall, 1-4 in conference. The Hilltoppers are really good, 7-2, 5-1 in conference. Head football coach at New Mexico State is Tony Sanchez, and he joins us this morning. Good morning, Tony. How you living?
I'm good, guys. How you doing?
All right. That's a good team you played on the road, and not enough offense for you guys. The quarterback that they got that throws for 4 touchdowns was pretty accurate all day, and it was a rough one in Kentucky.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I felt like, early on in that game, our defense did a pretty good job. We stopped the first 4 drives of the game, and offense was able to, jump out to a 6-0 lead. And unfortunately, we had the ball down in the low red zone, had a chance to go up 10-0, and we ended up kicking another field goal. And then the last 2 drives of the half, they were able to take that lead. And, they got up on us 14-6, and, we did a good job of getting the stop coming out after halftime, went down and, again, stalled out in the red zone, kicked a field goal, and with about, 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter, we're sitting there with a 14-9 game, very gettable game. And then, from there on, the offense really sputtered and just gave up really bad field position, the entire rest of the third and early fourth quarter. And, Western Kentucky did a great job of taking advantage of it and just really blowing the game open.
They do something different after the first few possessions because you did control them. And your defense, I thought, for most of the season, has played pretty well. Did they make any adjustments to start moving the football?
It's one of the deals where the defense just kind of wore down. We really sputtered on offense. We had too many 3-and-outs. We had, you didn't hold the ball for long enough. At the end of that second half, and we, just getting a couple first downs and moving the chains a little bit, even if you're not scoring, probably prevents them from scoring that second touchdown before the half. But we really did a poor job of being able to move the ball late in that second half, and it really hurt us. We kind of reared the ugly head. They've got some, athletic guys, and, the more snaps you give them, the more opportunities, and eventually they'll take advantage of it. They have too many athletes out there. One of the biggest things that we did on defense that, really hurt us was twice they had second and extra long and hit us on 2 screens and, just a couple missed tackles, and they turned into explosive plays, both plays well over 20 yards. And, one of them we had them back on, second and 22. And those are things you just can't do.
Well, controlling the football, you got to be able to run the football, and it's 66 total yards. And it's kind of been a little bit of a bugaboo all year, right? It's just being able to control the football and get your ground game going.
Yeah, it has been. You're sitting there, and, it's one of the deals where, we got to do a good job of simplifying it for our guys. We've got multiple starters out, and they're out for the year. They're not coming back. We were already a little depleted kind of coming into the season a little bit with some of the things that transpired. So you got to be that next man up. Some of these guys that are banged up, we're rotating them, and, we're putting, guys out there that need to step up, and we need to play better. But at the same time, we need to go ahead and, create, some designs that are going to make things a little bit easier on them. And, we've been able to move the ball, throughout the course of the year, throwing it, and that's helped us a little bit. We've been getting better at the run game leading into this game. We really struggled throwing the ball this past week. It was definitely what you call an off night, and we can't afford to have that again. We got a very winnable game coming up. Kennesaw is a good team. They do a good job. But if you you look at the scores, you watch the film, it's like everybody else in our conference. All these games are winnable. All these games are losable. If the team that shows up, you got to play throughout the duration of the game. We had done that the previous weeks, played hard all the way through the finish line and gave ourselves a chance to win 2 weeks in a row, literally down to the last play, and that just didn't happen Saturday. So we got to come to balance. We got to be more prepared. You got to have a great, meaningful week of practice. I have full faith in our guys that they'll be ready to roll on Saturday.
Tony Sanchez joining us in the opening drive, and Ryan Hawk was able to step up and put points on the board for you guys. But when you were driving the football, what did you notice kind of in the drives when the field shortened a little bit that you just weren't able to to get in the red zone or finish off those drives with 6?
Well, part of it, you get down there in the 15, you run the ball first down, and you don't get much, from it, and you get 5 yards on the first play, then second one you go ahead and you run it again to try to get in short, and you get nothing. And then you end up, you getting pressure on third down. That's probably the biggest thing. We had so many pressures on our quarterback this week. Logan, people want to be really critical and stuff, but, a lot of people, it'd be like me showing up to, I don't know, he's doing a good job. He got banged up a lot. He got hit way too many times. We gave up some sacks. I think he got hit another 8 times. It made it really tough on him getting him off his mark. And obviously he's got to play a little bit better, but we got to protect him better. And that really showed up in the red zone. They were very aggressive down there.
With that, Coach, of course you want to be able to run the football, but is it quicker pass plays? What do you try to do? Maybe take some of that pressure off him, knowing that it's coming so much.
Just, that's what we're doing. That's what we do in the office, and we're sitting here, and we got Coach Joseph, a smart guy, been around a lot of football, and we'll figure it out. We'll make sure we give him things that, make sense for him to be able to have success, and a lot of it has to do with the team you're playing and what they give you. So, we're in here game planning against these guys, and Logan will have a good day on Saturday, and we'll be able to run the ball better.
How is he above the shoulders, right? You got a veteran quarterback who's had success and is struggling a little bit, whether it's him and whether it's the offensive line, whether it's a combination of both. And look, everybody hears the noise. As much as you want to say, I'm tuning it out, you still have attainable goals in front of you, and you need him to play well.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And it's everyone lives in these high-low weeks. We don't live like that. You look at him and, over the course of the year and the games that he's had and just again, I mean, the week before last, he leads us down on 2 drives, throws 2 touchdown, passes, and takes us to a tie ball game, takes us into overtime. The week before, he were down quite a bit, and he leads us to 21 unanswered points in the second half, and leads us to an opportunity to tie the game up, with no time left. So again, we're not going to sit there and live in these peaks and valleys. We're going to be consistent in the way we coach him, and and he's a good older guy. This is the first year he started for an entire season, and he's learning a lot about himself too, and the grit that you need to kind of get through this season. So yeah, there's attainable goals, but all we're worried about right now is the next 4 quarters of football. We just got to go out. Homecoming, we'll have a great crowd. It'll be a beautiful day. We've got a great opportunity, good football team coming here to our stadium, and we just got to go 1-0 this week.
We talk about growth and guys stepping up, and Troy Geathers has grown and he stepped up. He had 13 tackles, which is a career high for him last week. 3rd sack of the season. That's the most by any Aggie defender this year. And just watching guys step up and grow, you need him. You need a few more guys to play like him.
Oh, we do, and I think the defense again, there's some things that we need to do better. There's no doubt about it. But I think a lot of it will predicate too on us sustaining drives on offense. I mean, that'll really, really help the defense. I mean, those are things that that must happen. But we've got capable guys, and Torrey's been a great guy. With Tyler Martinez being out for, he's been out for multiple weeks now. Him stepping up the way he has, I think he's done a tremendous job. So, we're really proud of him for and his growth. And when last week Ezra Christensen was out, and he's one of our league leaders in sacks, and so we'll have him back this week, so that'll make a big difference too.
Hey, Coach, Kennesaw State, you're looking at a team that's won 6 in a row. What stands out about what they've been able to do this season?
They run around on defense. I mean, they got a lot of athletes out there. Offensively, it's been interesting because they've rotated they started off with Dexter Williams and gone back to Amari Odom. Williams started this last game, and then they put Odom back in. So these guys have kind of battled it out, but they're 2, really large human beings, and both 6'4", 6'5", 220. They throw the ball well, but it's really interesting. It's really a committee deal. I mean, their leading rusher has 382 yards. Their leading passer got 1,045 yards. But they're just efficient. They don't go and blow the doors off people. They're very athletic. They play good, steady football. Their coach has done a heck of a job of putting them in positions to win football games, and they've just gone on a run. And again, these aren't for the most part. These you look at the UTEP game. I mean, they didn't score. They were up 6. They got 16 points in the first half last week, and they didn't score a single point on offense. They had a scoop and score. They had a punt return for a touchdown. They had a safety. And then UTEP, they had every opportunity to win that game, and then at the very end, let it get away from them. So, again, it's one of those deals where they're a scrappy football team. They have good quarterback play, which is important. They're efficient enough running the football, and they're scrappy enough on defense. And they're playing good complementary football.
Yeah, and they come in, and yet everything that's gone against you in the last couple of weeks, you still have attainable goals in front of you, right? You win on Saturday. You got the Tennessee game, and then 2 games that are absolutely gettable on the last 2 weekends of the season to get you to bowl eligibility, a goal that's still there. It feels like this one's you got to have this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, you get towards the end of the season, but we don't talk in those terms. We know it. Everyone knows it in the back of their mind. But literally go out there today, we're going to go through our inside run and our pass shells, and we're going to go through our installs and all that stuff. We need to do it with great energy. We need to do it with great effort, great enthusiasm. Again, you're sitting there at this point of the season, and, yeah, if you look back, and there's some that we've just let get away that we probably shouldn't have, and you don't want those things to come back and cost you when it's all said and done. So what do we got to do? We got to go get this one this week and just keep on moving on. So again, I believe even with all the with some of the injuries we sustained and guys out, I still believe we got a good football team here. I think our players believe that, and I think you'll see that on Saturday.
It's 2:00. It's Saturday. It's homecoming in Las Cruces. It should be a beautiful day. A good football team in Kennesaw State coming in with a lot on the line for the Aggies. Appreciate the conversation. Always do, Tony. Best of luck on Saturday. We'll catch up with you next week, and that's what. I guess the week after you head down to SEC country, so you look at that one next week. But go get Kennesaw this week, and always appreciate the conversation.
All right, appreciate you guys. Go Aggies.
See, well, he is Tony Sanchez. I mean, when you look at it, everything is in front of him. And Kennesaw State, you're right on 6-game winning streak. They scored 33, 45, and 35 in their last 3 games. scoring some points. They're beating people. That's a good football team that's coming in.
Best defense in Conference USA in terms of points against so far, too.
Yeah. I mean, they're giving up. I mean, Louisiana Tech, who beat New Mexico State, they only gave them 7. Middle Tennessee scored 16 on them. UTEP only scored 20 on them. So it's a big week. But don't you feel like if they win Saturday, they're in a position with their last 2 games that are against Middle Tennessee and UTEP absolutely winnable to get to 6-6.
They are winnable games.
So they got to win Saturday.
But it's also seen this team just struggle on the road. And I know it's not a road game, and I think probably the UTEP is a coin flip because you can have probably plenty of Aggies there.
Yeah. No,
got to show it at some point.
Yeah. All right, 505-246-0610. That's how to get here. We'll come back. We'll set the table for you. Cowboy fan, I mean, yeah, that happened. Now what? Because that was gross last night, too. Lady Lobos with a win to open up the season yesterday. Trades are coming into the National Football League. Ton to do on a Tuesday, 505-246-0610. Emails, Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com, JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. On the X, it's _JJ Buck. Facebook, the OD in the AM. Adrian is producing on television. We're on Xfinity Channel 26. You can watch the show there. On our Facebook page or on the YouTube channel for ProView Networks. Quick recommendation for you. If you want to keep your car looking sharp, you want to protect its value, I strongly suggest you reach out to my friends at On the Spot Automotive. Their paint protection film and ceramic coating services are top-notch. They help guard your vehicle against scratches, stains, and everyday wear. Now, you've already invested a ton into your car, right? Why not take that extra step and keep it looking its best? Have them come out to you and detail your vehicle at your convenience, at your office, at your home, where it works for you, when it works for you. Your car will look and feel and smell like the day you took it off the lot. That brand new car feeling without that brand new car price. Remember how fun it was to be in your car? How you wanted to get back in your car when it was brand new? You can have that feeling again. Call On the Spot Automotive. It's a great gift. You're coming up on the holiday season. You're looking for that gift for somebody who's got everything. This is a pretty good one. I've used it a number of times, and every time it is a hit. They've been awarded Best in the City because they take the time and the care to make your car look and smell and feel brand new. The best part is, again, they come to you. Call On the Spot Automotive today, or better yet, book online. It's all right there. OTSdetailing.com. OTSdetailing.com.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, built by generations past.
On radio today, opening drive, Jeff Sabieta, JJ Buck. Happy Tuesday to you, 505-246-0610. It's the number to get in. You can respond to what Tony Sanchez had to say. Boy, we got a lot to do on trade deadline day in the National Football League. Cowboys have made a trade, or at least in the process of completing a trade, because Jerry told you yesterday, we made a trade. And they got Logan Wilson, a linebacker from Cincinnati, for a 7th-round pick. All right, now they're going to the Super Bowl. What a gross game last night if you are a Cowboy fan. Last night was going to be a get-good, feel-good game against a struggling Cardinals team. And, in fact, it was a get-good, feel-good game, but it was for a struggling Cardinals team. A Cardinals team that had lost 5 games in a row, all by 1 possession. 49ers walked them off. Seahawks walked them off. Titans walked them off. Colts beat them by 4. Packers beat them by 4. They lost 5 games in a row. And, in fact, every game they played this year was a 1-possession game. They win by 10. They shut down that offense. They get at Dak. They frustrate Dak. And good night now for the Dallas Cowboys if for some reason they weren't already asleep.
It is a good night now. The biggest story is Jacoby Brissett, starting quarterback, moving forward for Arizona. Kyler Murray, it feels like they're going to go to the offseason and then either eat it or
nobody's taking
move on. No one's taking the contract, so this could be, the situation we talked about of how do you move on from these guys. You just suck it up, because Jacoby Brissett has the trust of that head coach. Jacoby Brissett has the trust of that offense. You look at Trey McBride, had another touchdown, and he's been more productive with Jacoby Brissett. Marvin Harrison Jr. had his best game of the season. Yes, it was against the Dallas Cowboys, who are struggling, but they also held down a Dallas offense that you expect that to work. You expect that unit to be good and give him a chance in this game. That's missed opportunities early. They fumbled the football twice, playing from behind, and it was a night that just highlighted all the issues for the Dallas Cowboys.
It was fumbles, it was drops, it was a defense that couldn't shut them down, it was an offense that couldn't finish drives. Dak was sacked 5 times. The offensive line struggled. The interception was on the last throw of the game. Brissett was 21 of 31 for 261. He threw 2 touchdowns. They ran the ball with DeMercado for 79 yards. They controlled the ball when they wanted to. They kept the ball away from the Cowboys in the first half. And to your point on Jacoby Brissett, I guess he's your guy going forward. They get Seattle, the Niners, the Jags, the Bucks, the Rams coming. Like they I don't know that they had a soft part of their schedule. They started out with the Saints and the Panthers. They won those 2. They lose. I think they're a decent team. I do. And it's like, Tony Sanchez was just talking about, in his league, every game is close. Every game was close with them. They just haven't won a close one. They took some of the what was the one loss? Was it the Titans loss? The one that was just disgusting? Was that the one where?
Yes.
Yeah, that one was just gross. But JJ, Dak Prescott's my quarterback. He's on bye next week, and I have Kyler Murray.
You might need to be picking up.
I'm in the Joe Flacco, Michael Penix.
Oh, Joe Flacco's so fun. Love the Joe Flacco experience.
Or Jacoby Brissett
for fantasy football.
Yeah, I think I'm in that market.
It's an exhilarating ride having Joe Flacco as your fantasy football quarterback this season. But it's when you tip your cap to Arizona, and yes, it was easy to assume, all right, bounce back at home, offense going to do its thing, try to make up for some of the limitations that the defense had. But you do look at Arizona, and they compete, and it's not easy to beat them in the one-score games that they've had this year. The defense is solid. Like, Arizona has a better defense than Dallas going into this game, but you just thought that the Cowboys offense could play at a much higher level than where you're going to get out of Jacoby Brissett in Arizona, and that wasn't the case.
By the way, Bengals are on a bye next week. I'm not in that market.
So you're not in the Joe Flacco market next week?
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm in the Michael Penix or Jacoby Brissett market. Falcons at Colts. Cardinals at Seahawks.
Michael Penix season.
I think that's right. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. Cowboy fan, let's go. 505-246-0610. Let's go. Because I think you thought, all right, there's some hope. I think you were looking at this and going, all right, we're in this. So I was with some Cowboy fans last night, and I know for a fact you felt you were going to win this game. All y'all did. Because, well, it was at home, and your offense was going to score points. And, well, Jacoby Brissett was the quarterback, and that's just how this was going to be. And you were going to go into the bye, and everything was going to be great. And you were going to come out of the bye, and you were going to make some trades, and you get the Raiders. You were going to get healthier. And then you got a shot at the Eagles, because here's what they got next. They get the Raiders, and then it's Eagles, Chiefs, Lions, Vikings, Chargers. Good night now. You tell me how the Cowboys are somehow contending for a playoff spot, because they're done.
See, Dallas would have to jump some combination of Detroit, San Francisco, and Los Angeles to be a wild card team. And then you also factor in, if not that, well, Seattle is a 6-win team.
Yes.
Philadelphia is leading your division.
They're done.
Gonna win it. This was a kind of got to have it game just to give yourself an opportunity to make a late run. And he ain't that team. And it's evident. We saw it. We knew the deficiencies of this team. You just didn't think that it was going to be that bad of an offensive performance against Arizona.
Yeah, they're done. They're 3-5-1 going into a bye week with the Raiders. Then whatever I tell you, the Eagles and whoever they got coming up. Here, let me give you what's in front of you, because JJ just kind of laid it out. But let me draw you the picture. They are 3-5-1. Okay, so in their division, all right, they're in second place, and that's cute, and that's fine. The Eagles are 6-2. Do you think they're better than the Eagles?
No.
Okay. I'm not worried about the rest of their division, although they're going to have to play them twice. So do they beat the Commanders and/or the Giants? I don't know. I don't call that a given.
Well, they beat the Giants, the Commanders, and the Jets.
Okay.
And then the Jekyll and Hyde Packers, they had that tie game.
That tie. All right. But here's the deal. So you got to keep this in mind. 3-5-1. Right now, there are 5 teams at 6 wins in the NFC. Right? I mean, almost the whole NFC West. The Seahawks, the Rams, and the Niners are all 6-2. The Niners are 6-3. Tampa Bay is 6-2. The Eagles are 6-2. So, if you say your playoffs right now, and you're not in the playoffs right now, but here's how it would be: Eagles, Packers, Tampa Bay, and Seattle win the division, and your 3 wild cards are the Rams, the Niners, and whoever has the wild card between the Lions and Bears. I think it's the Lions, right? That's what you're fighting. The Bears are 5-3. Oh, we haven't mentioned the Packers, have we? Oh, I guess we did. We didn't mention the Vikings. Carolina's 5-4. The Cardinals just beat you, so you're behind them. You're done.
And there's not a trade that was going to fix what's wrong with that team. The trade deadline's fun to talk about, but there's not a move that's going to fix an offense. It's going to fix the defense. Maybe you get someone that can contribute a couple catches, become a running back for you a little bit. But it's the NFL, dude. One player is not changing your franchise. Everyone's just looking at the trade deadline, and they're excited in the headlines today. It is might help you if you're already good, but there's no moves to be made if you're one of the worst defenses in the league. This is an off-season issue. This is looking at the contracts. DaRon Bland, Diggs, guys that you paid that are not playing and are performing well at all. Investing those first-round picks back into the offensive and defensive lines. And the trade that you did make, you got a linebacker who was benched on the worst defense in the NFL. Logan Wilson was benched.
Yeah.
And the Bengals have the worst defense in the NFL.
And they just unloaded him on you. Yeah, they just unloaded him on you. So good luck to you. You gave him a 7th-round pick, and you got a guy who couldn't play, as JJ just said, on the worst defense in the NFL. All right, good. Attaboy, Jerry. No, you figured it out now. They're done. Cowboy fan, go ahead and tell me how you think it's different. I'm listening. I'd love to hear it. I'm absolutely listening. But the Dallas Cowboys, with no D in Dallas, pulled up the first trade of the day. They got a veteran linebacker, Logan Wilson. 7th-round pick. Attaboy. All right. Good. Ravens get pass rushing help. Ravens get Draymond Jones, the edge rusher from Baltimore. They gave up a conditional 5th-round pick to become a 4th round. Cowboys went after Trey Hendrickson. They went after Chubb. They got Logan Wilson. It's just, I mean, all right, knock yourself out. Well, yesterday he was all quiet. I'll tell you tomorrow. We got a trade in place, and we'll tell you tomorrow. I just didn't think we'd come out and play this bad, but we'll tell you tomorrow. Oh, okay, thank you. Bengals won a 1st-rounder for Trey Hendrickson. All right, you weren't going to trade a 1st-rounder for Trey Hendrickson and then have to sign him, right? That's what it is. But that's where you are. Cardinal fan, I don't know if you feel better. You got to feel better about finally winning a game, don't you?
Heck yeah.
I mean, just winning a damn game. And they look pretty nice. And by the way, they got their stud receiver involved. Thank you for finding Marvin Harrison Jr. What a weird
fantasy teams rejoice.
Well, but Marvin Harrison and Cardinal fan rejoice.
How about this? So Trey McBride
Yeah.
has 4 receiving touchdowns in 3 career games with Jacoby Brissett as a starter.
Okay.
McBride, in 39 career games with Kyler Murray, has 5 receiving touchdowns.
Yeah, I don't know how you don't utilize that guy. I mean, if you were going to start talking about the best pass-catching tight ends in the National Football League right now, I imagine you would start with whether it's him, Kittle. Where would you start?
Trey McBride. Not in any specific order just yet. It's Trey McBride, Brock Bowers.
Yeah, Bowers probably number 1. But
Travis Kelce.
You still have him above Kittle.
He does catch passes.
He does.
He ain't there to block. He's there to catch passes.
Yeah, he does. Tucker Kraft was up there, then he just got hurt. Boy, Ferguson dropped a bunch yesterday. The tight end is become just such a weapon right now. And everybody's finding one. And if you got one, utilize it. We're crying out loud. They just don't. All right, Cowboy fan, let's go. 505-246-0610. Ladies started up their season yesterday. We'll let you know how they did. Get you around the National Football League as Tuesday hits and you get all your injury reports from the weekend. What do we got going? we get the first college football playoff poll or standings that'll come out today. What is that going to look like? 505-246-0610. Bring it this morning here on The Sports Animal. If you've been a victim of property crime, and if you haven't, you know someone who has, you know that it takes too long for police to respond. That's hours, if not days. Simply, they just don't have enough officers to cover all the calls they get for service. But when it's you, when it's your home, when it's your business, you require a quicker response. You should. How about 7 minutes or less? That's the typical response time for customers of International Protective Service, IPS. They have officers strategically placed all around Albuquerque and in Santa Fe, and they react quickly. Often they catch criminals in the act. They detain them. Police come and pick them up. But IPS also offers you standing guards. If you'd like eyes on your property around the clock, they will install alarms and camera systems, and they've got a state-of-the-art facility to monitor those cameras 24/7. All of this raises the level of security around your home and business. That's why you see IPS in your neighborhood. You see them in your stores. I've trusted IPS for years. They protect my home, my family, my neighbors feel a lot more secure. Who's watching your home when you're gone? Make sure it's the good guys and not the bad guys. You've worked too hard to build what you've got to let the bad guys just come in and destroy it. Call IPS, talk to them about what they can do for you at 505-897-2420. 505-897-2420. They're online at ipsglobal.com. International Protective Service is passionate about making Albuquerque and Santa Fe better and safer places to live and work.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a
I imagine would probably win. Trades come through today. It's the opening drive, Jeff and JJ, 505-246-0610. Emails, Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com and JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. Global women's basketball last night at the Pit. Season opener for the ladies. You heard it here on The Sports Animal. JJ Buck on the call. New Mexico 77, Northern Arizona 59. They were up by 19 points in the third quarter. Naomi White had a big day for NAU, but it was a good night for the Lobos. Clarissa Craig scored a team-high 16. Destiny Hooks 12. Alyssa Hargrove 11 for the Lobos. 10 players scored, JJ, for the Lobos. Good way to open the season. Nice workmanlike victory over a team that you probably needed to put away, and they did.
It's exactly what they did. It's a new style defensively, a lot of pressure, a lot of quarter court trapping, really getting up in the ball handler space, and kind of saw that with 21 fouls. So that's something that they're going to have to figure out. If you want to be aggressive, are you going to be able to defend that way without getting in early foul trouble or sending an opponent to the free throw line a bunch, because it did create havoc. They fast break points off turnovers were in favor of New Mexico. Like the athleticism, saw a true freshman Layla Abdur-Rakib play 23 minutes off the bench, of 9 points, 3 assists. It was a very interesting opener for the Lobos, and that's with Cassia Antonio, the player they were most excited about adding this season. Still not available, has to sit out 2 more games, and then we'll see her in the rotation.
All right, so what's next?
At Colorado Thursday night.
All right, so you're going up there, what, Wednesday, Thursday?
Going up to Boulder.
When do you go? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
All right. So it'll be your boat
hanging out with Prime.
All right, you get some blenders on, some shades. I met the blenders guy, the guy right in that Primetime, Coach Prime shades, blenders. I met that guy in an elevator the other day. The guy owns the company. He told me that we're going to move off Oakley. I'm like, I don't know, man. We got a pretty good thing going with Oakley right now. But I met that too. All right, did you catch any of the Dodger parade yesterday?
I bet it was fun.
It looked fun, man. It looked, look, parades are what they are. Clayton Kershaw had a nice emotional moment. Kike was up there. Just got a text from Ronnie, says, Jeff and JJ, Dodgers parade was epic yesterday. Kike Hernandez is becoming a Dodger legend. He has to resign with the Dodgers next year, right? No, I'll just come around for the playoffs. I mean, he can go somewhere and then they trade for him midseason and he comes back for the playoffs, right? I'm kidding,
yes.
kind of. But isn't it amazing, a guy like that? That would be a good baseball player, right? You would never say Kike Hernandez is a great player, right? But as far as he's a great postseason player, is he not?
Dave Roberts, there was an interview early in the postseason after a couple games. He's like, Kike Hernandez, the reality is he doesn't care in the regular season, but postseason baseball, we trust him. Okay.
When you know you're getting there, and they know they're getting there, and it didn't matter that they didn't have a bye in the first round. They took care of the Reds in the first round in 2 games. And then they just went through the Phillies, went through the Brewers. This is a hell of a run by L.A. I was sitting back yesterday and watching some of the highlights, and the amount of plays that if it goes one way or the other, we talk about Super Bowls and if this happens and that happens, and that's a game, right? If Russell Wilson gives it to beast mode and or Michael Tyrese doesn't catch the ball in his helmet or whatever, right? The Seahawks win twice. The Giants don't win. All these, the amount of plays in that series if it goes the other way in Game 6 and 7. You know which one I forgot? The ground rule double that the ball got stuck underneath the padding out left center field. JJ, for the Blue Jays, that a run would have. I mean, that was a gapper. The guy was scoring from first, and the ground rule double kept it at second and third. And the Dodgers pitched out of that, and they win a one-run game. The play at the plate. You got to slow it down inches. The end of the Game 6, the amount of plays that just go one way or another. This was a hell of a run, man. The more I thought about the series yesterday, I kind of watched something last night and saw these moments. I'm like, holy smoke! This was. I don't believe this to be living in the moment or lost in the moment or prisoner of the moment or recency bias. Best World Series I've ever seen. Because of the amount of moments, the amount of games, and 18-inning games. It just this wasn't about one great Game 7, although it was about a great Game 7. It was the amount of moments throughout that series. You forget about the Game 1 and Toronto winning, and wasn't there a Grand Slam in Game 1 and Toronto won? And I don't think we're overstating it by saying that might have been the best one ever, or at least in our lifetime.
It's not overstating it. Everything that led up to that, what we saw in the series from superstar performances, from an offense versus a pitching staff kind of going back and forth early, and then seeing the clutch moments in that World Series get to a Game 7. Toronto had their opportunities. Dodgers had their opportunities. And all the things you want to talk about in baseball, the decisions. What do you do after a leadoff double? Do you bunt him over? Do you steal? How to stay out of double play? Defensive changes, plays made after that. You had everything in a World Series.
Yeah, no, it was pretty spectacular. And Dodger fan, you're still living it, and it was good. A couple of baseball things. The free agent filing came out yesterday, and Alex Bregman did opt to be a free agent. Now, he could still stay with the Red Sox. November 6th is the important date as decision on contract opt-outs and options, so that's in 2 days. Must be in by then. But a couple of guys opted out, including Alex, Cody Bellinger, Edwin Diaz, Robert Suarez of the Padres. Alex, I think he made $40 million last year. It was a 3-year, $120 million deal. Like I said, you're walking away from $40 million. It's amazing. But I think he's up for, 5-year, like a nice sturdy deal at 31, 32 years old. I know there's a lot of teams that are interested. Seattle's made it very clear they are. Detroit, Boston. I think Kansas City might be in the mix. There's a lot of places. From what I understand, Alex really enjoyed Boston. And Boston really enjoyed him. And Boston probably got a decent deal on him for $40 million last year, right? The guy who was an all-star third baseman in today's market. He could end up back there, but this is going to be Alex's last big deal. And it's got to be nice. I've already got 2 rings. I'm going to go where I want to go now. I don't have to chase a ring, but I want to go somewhere where I can win. And let's make the most of this last giant contract.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Fantastic position.
It's good living. I mean, it's really good living. So we'll watch that because that's going to happen. All right. We got a ton to do more. 505-246-0610. I want to get through the NFL when we get back. We will get through that as far as the latest on injuries and who's out. You got your fantasy football stuff. I know you got to get it today. So we'll get you through some of that as well. Got a backyard that maybe needs a little love, maybe a redo, a transformation. Maybe you got a friend whose backyard is immaculate. You got a little yard envy. Don't wait till the spring to get it done. Call LaBarge Landscape now and take care of your front and backyards. Whatever it is you want, whether it's xeriscape, pavers, putting green, water feature, whatever it is. Maybe it's just a cleanup like I need. I just needed help. It got away from me. LaBarge Landscape took care of me, and they'll take care of you. But if you're thinking about waiting till spring, don't do that. It's a bad decision. I'm going to tell you why. Because if you wait till spring, like everyone else does, you get on a list. And by the time your project's done, half of next summer is going to be done. Call LaBarge Landscape today. Have it done now. So when spring arrives, you do not have to wait. You know what you want? LaBarge is going to make it happen for you. Tell them, here's what I'm looking to do. If you're not sure, but you want something, have them bring the design team out, and they'll create the landscape of your dreams. They'll drop designs until you and your family have exactly what it is you want. They've been doing this for a long time. There's over 80 years of experience over there, 32 years in this market, creating beautiful, gorgeous landscapes all around our area. You're going to get years and years of enjoyment from a landscape transformation. You will love it. I'm thrilled that I called LaBarge. Could not be happier. Remember, the people who get to enjoy a new landscape in the spring, those are the people who call LaBarge Landscape now. And if you just need a cleanup during the fall, leaf cleanup, pruning shrubs, LaBarge will take care of that as well. I'm a customer. I'm a fan. I love what they do. Call LaBarge Landscape. The number is 505-345-3000. 505-345-3000. Go online, look at their website. You can see the gallery, the beautiful landscapes they've created at LaBarge, L-A-B-A-R-G-E, LaBargeLandscape.net. Whether your project is small or large, the answer is easy. It's LaBarge Landscape.
This report is sponsored by...
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing.
Said, college coverage Saturdays, like, this is the conference that's going to send a team to the playoff every year now.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. Alrighty then.
Mountain West basketball last night, men's side. Belmont beat Air Force, 79-63. Wyoming won at home, 99-75. They beat Northern State. Utah State won at home. They doubled up and then some. Westminster of Utah, 110-54. Hawaii Pacific beats Boise State, 79-70. That's insane. Colorado State wins at home. They beat Incarnate Word, 98-64. Grand Canyon won at home. They beat Purdue Fort Wayne, 90-71. Utah beat San Jose State. That's a pretty good showing for San Jose State on the road, don't you think?
I like it.
Going at Salt Lake City, the Spartans lost 84-75, but played them tough. And then Fresno State beat Fresno Pacific. Fresno's not on the Pacific. They're in the Pacific time zone. They're way inland, 88-51. Nevada will open up tonight at home. They get Louisiana Tech. San Diego State will open up tonight at home. They get Long Beach State. And UNLV opens the Josh Pastner era tonight at home. They get Tennessee Martin. And the Lobos will be the last team to open up regular season play Wednesday against East Texas A&M. I'm just looking for a game that excites me. Utah State plays VCU in Frisco this week. Does that get you going a little?
I'm not too concerned about an opener.
No. I'm just looking for something to make me go, okay, let me pay attention. Right? I'm just looking for a Mountain West game here, in the next few days that I go, all right, like you got me. Northern Illinois against Grand Canyon next week. I mean, does that do it for you? UNLV Montana. I mean,
it's gonna be a little bit.
Fresno State plays UC San Diego next week.
San Jose State, Michigan State.
When's that? That's on Thursday next week. All right. 505-246-0610. Got a sweet deal coming up for you. We'll do that at 8:15. 8:18, maybe 8:20. In that area. Maybe 8:22. Yeah, right about that. It's the opening drive. He's J.J. Buck. I'm Jeff Simpieta, 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Hour.
our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats.
It was recovered in the end zone. Good for them. That was their touchdown the first half when they found themselves down 24-7. Jeff Zimbietta, J.J. Buck. I find that to be a brutal loss for Dallas yesterday, J.J., and I'm not sure how I think they come back.
They can't. There's too many teams to overcome in the NFC, and they're not good. I know it's the Cowboys, the headliner, but you got to tip your cap to Arizona, man. They came in with the better defense. They came in with offensive playmakers, and Jacoby Brissett has a pulse. And so why wouldn't they make plays against the Dallas Cowboys defense?
Are we ever going to see Kyler Murray play for the Cardinals again?
I would say the odds are pretty low, like 25% right now.
There's no way. When did they announce Brissett as the starter?
They wouldn't commit to it last night. Gannon wouldn't really go there, but you just see it with the decision to not put Kyler Murray out there last night. Gannon is a defensive guy, and so what does he want to do? He wants a quarterback that knows isn't going to be as off script, kind of stay to the plan, march the team up and down the field. That's where you're getting with Jacoby Brissett. I don't think we see Kyler Murray again.
Is Kyler Murray like the Raiders quarterback next year?
Well, the answer is yes. Now, where is it exactly?
Well, I mean, start looking around, right? I mean, I could see Miami. I could see the Jets, but the Jets are going to. Jets may have the first pick and are going to draft a quarterback, right? I could see some. I mean, Cleveland's not going there. I don't think. I think they stick with what they've got moving forward.
The Jets, the Browns,
the Raiders,
the Saints,
the Saints. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
That's kind of where we are now, right? Feels like the Falcons are set. Carolina, I think, is staying where they are. Seattle seems to be set, don't you think?
Absolutely, of course.
I mean, Sam Darnold. Like, let me just give you this conversation. Because if they keep winning 2 weeks from now, we're talking throwing Sam Darnold's name in the MVP conversation.
You have to. It's quarterbacks that are putting up numbers on winning teams.
That's right.
That's the MVP in the NFL.
And that's Sam Darnold. That's Daniel Jones. That's Baker Mayfield. That's Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen. Yeah, and it's a flavor of the week kind of a thing too. It changes every week. But there's something. They really are. All right, NFL injury stuff as we come through the week. Tucker Kraft out for the year. He is the tight end for the Packers. ACL done. As I find that to be a huge blow for them. Now, can Musgrave, who was drafted in front of Tucker Kraft, can he fill that gap? We're going to see. I think they're going to try to force it there, don't you? They're going to try to make that happen?
They don't.
Here's where I equate it. So when Kittle went out, Jake Tonjes, who
there's going to
didn't know what that was.
He's not going to lead the team in receiving,
right? But there's
going to
be
a serviceable tight end.
Yeah. Yes, those routes are going to be there for him. All right, what else you got as I'm coming out? The turf toe injury on Brock Purdy isn't going to go away by the end of the year. So are you ever going to see Brock Purdy again? Right? Mac Jones is playing well for the 49ers. This feels like a pain management thing, does it not to you?
Yeah, how effective can you be based on the tear? Because this is an injury that has Joe Burrow on the shelf for the season. And Brock Purdy's been trying to manage it, came back, re-aggravated it. Absolutely, this is, can you play on it? If so, how much?
Mac Jones, man. And by the way, you're winning a lot of games with Mac.
And actually, Kyle Shanahan, the comment he said is that the Mac Jones play is not related to Brock Purdy. It's when Brock Purdy's ready. But I think the play absolutely is related to that because you can push it and not rush it, because you did try to bring him back once already, and you saw what happened. So the fact that you're winning with Mac Jones absolutely is related to when Brock Purdy comes back, because I think you're going to push it as long as you can.
All right, what do you do if you're the Jets? They were benching Justin Fields. Tyrod Taylor got hurt. Justin Fields had a play. They won their first game of the year, or got their first win of the year. Who starts? Aaron Glenn says, I'm not going to answer that yet. I'm going to keep it close to the vest. I'm not telling you all. You don't need to know who my damn quarterback is. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to tip the scales in favor of
That's right.
one team out there. It's going to be Justin Fields,
That's right.
Tyrod Taylor.
I mean, how do you not go with Justin Fields after the way he played last year? He led you back. You won a game. You hadn't won a game all year.
You're looking for something to build off.
Something.
That is something to build off of.
Like, Tyrod Taylor's not your quarterback of the future, right? And I'm going to guess Justin Fields is not either. Although you went into this season and you kind of thought he might.
And they gave him an opportunity.
Yep.
Just kind of a 2-year deal, $20 million each. Can you find lightning in a bottle? No, I don't like a lot of the play calling that they've had this season for Justin Fields. But then you just also realize, hey, Justin Fields has kind of gotten to a point where I don't see a rebirth. I don't see, a Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones type of run with him, but someone that is going to be on the roster and can be effective in spurts with the right play calling.
I don't know how we'll go there. All right, you know what else I've learned over the last few weeks? Uniforms were way better back in the day. The Seahawks should absolutely. The uniforms they wore the other day, the silver helmets, the royal blue with the green, their throwbacks are way better than what they wear. The Buccaneers, the creamsicles, are classic. I'm
not as sold on those being way better.
Love them. The taupes are nice. I like the kind of the taupe that they wear. The Chargers, the old schools are terrific. Like some of these old school uniforms, I like the Patriots, the old school with the little, the hiking Patriot guy, whatever that guy. I know he's got a name. That's another thing I've done for the last. You don't think so?
I like them, but
Eagles, the Kelly Greens.
I like the fact that they're throwback. And when you get those jerseys, you scream that you want them. And then you take them away, it makes them special.
Okay.
It's not his bring it back full time.
The Broncos with the old D logo and the horse coming out, the orange.
Yeah, it's cool.
You don't think that's better than what they have?
No, because they won 2 Super Bowl championships with the new uniform.
But the logos.
Super Bowl parades with those logos, those colors.
With the new?
Not the old D. That lost a lot of tough games with that old D. They blued out in a lot of Super Bowls with that old D.
But they look better.
And bring them out. 2-3 times a year. Enjoy them. And put them right back on the shelf.
I don't know, man. Or let people wear them in the stands, I guess, and just sell them, and they look better. All right, when we get back, I gotta read you some of the stuff they're saying in Boise. The powerhouse Boise State Broncos lost to Hawaii Pacific. You know what the Hawaii Pacific's names are? Like what their nickname is? The Hawaii Pacific what?
The Hawaii Pacific Lava Monsters.
The Sharks. That makes sense, right? The Sharks went into extra mile, what they're saying in Boise, and putting it in historical perspective after losing. And it doesn't count. You got to be crapping me that will not count against them and their resume. So you can have quad 4 losses that count against you. So they could lose to, let's just say they lose to Air Force. That counts, but losing at home to Hawaii Pacific won't count.
It's on a quad that you can't even quantify.
I mean, the quad doesn't exist because there's only 4 quads. Because you know what quad means? 4. So they're outside of quad 4, and it doesn't. Stunning, just stunning. All right, you want a gift for that person who's got everything? I got an idea for you, but you got to act on it relatively quickly. Mike Waring at Mustang Home Goods pours his heart for excellence and experience in the Navy to designing custom furniture for people like you and me. All shapes, all sizes. He will make furniture to fit you. It's not just furniture, though. It's art. Go to our Facebook page, the OD and the AM. Look at the chair that Mike made for me. It's in my office. It is gorgeous. He can do something like that for you. Then go to his website, MustangHomeGoods.com, and schedule a consultation with Mike. Have him create something beautiful and special for you. Living room, office, bedroom, patio. It is beautiful, custom-made furniture that is incredible. incredibly comfortable. If you got a back injury, he'll create the chair to fit you. Maybe a knee injury. You're tall, you're short, whatever it happens to be, he'll create it to fit you. This will be the centerpiece of your home. In my office right now, everybody comes, literally, like every other day, people are coming by and want to see the office, and they want to see the chair. And then it's like, oh my God, it is as cool as you said. So when you see my chair on the website, think about your business or your logo or what's special to you. And then ask Mike to make something special for you. And it doesn't have to have a logo on it. Mine does, because it's in the office and it's beautiful. But this isn't just furniture now. This is usable art. Beautiful centerpiece, usable art. Mike's a retired Navy officer. He pours his heart into creating custom furniture for people of all shapes, all sizes. Have him make a piece to fit you. Visit MustangHomeGoods.com. Go bounce around the website. Look at all the beautiful stuff that he does. And then schedule a consultation with Mike. MustangHomeGoods.com or 505-418-8070. It's 505-418-8070. Mustang Home Goods. Tell your story in your home.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 19...
At home, Lobo basketball will play East Texas A&M and 119-60 winner over, I tell you, Arlington Baptist, I believe is what it was. So they're 1-0. The shocker in the Mountain West, maybe in the country last night, was Boise State picked number 2 in this league in the preseason poll. What are you, 6 or 7 in there? 6, 7?
6-7. Eye test, baby.
Well, the eye test. I mean, give me a score. Headline: Idaho Statesman. This is the Boise, Idaho PR rag for the for the Broncos. Are they not? What?
And that's a Bronco News Nation.
All right, that's what's his name? What's your guy's name? The initial guy. Something.
Love initials though.
No, what's the
BJ?
BJ
Raines.
BJ Raines. Yeah, he is. Headline: Idaho Statesman. Boise State hoop suffers one of worst losses in program history to Division II opponent. So that's what they're calling that loss last night. One of the but what you're telling me is it's not going to matter. So let's just say they go 25-8. I'm pulling the number out of my lower threat. It's really 25-7, and they don't have to eat that loss in their resume. That's spectacular. I mean, for them. I'm not going to read you the whole thing, but some of the excerpts from Sean Goodwin's story. Boise State basketball's game on Monday night was supposed to be your typical season opener. Invite a D2 opponent to your home arena, take a handy lead in the halftime, and give the backup some minutes in the second half. The team fulfilling the role of Division II punching bag on Monday night was the Hawaii Pacific Sharks of the Pacific West Conference. Unfortunately for the Broncos, though, the Sharks didn't get the memo. Hawaii Pacific set the pace for most of the game, leading for over 27 minutes en route to a 79-78 shocking win over Boise State. The result is one of the worst losses in Boise State program history, and certainly the worst in Leon Rice's 16-year tenure as head coach. We didn't set the tone, Leon said.
Gotta come out. The Sharks were in the water. And they smelt blood.
It's not like they were great. I mean, they were 34% from three-point land were the Sharks. And I guess it came down to the UCLA transfer, Dylan Andrews, who had the ball in his hand with 20 seconds left, down by a point, dribble, didn't attack the basket, launched a three-pointer to be a hero, long rebound, desperation put back, and the place goes quiet.
Good night now.
And the silence, as it says here, and an eerie silence fell over the Extra Mile Arena as fans immediately flooded for the Exodus. Quote, feel like we got the shot we wanted. Just didn't fall for us, Andrew said. But even then, we shouldn't have gotten to the point where it's a one-possession game. End quote.
He too, man.
That was the shot he wanted, a three-pointer. Leon was like, yeah, I didn't want him to hold it that long. Should have attacked him.
Horn set. Pick and roll. Screen. Run into somebody.
Whatever. Your mighty Mountain West. That's going to be mighty Pac-12 with Boise State. Look, they may go on and beat people, and I imagine at some point they will go on and beat people. And they've got opportunities coming up. Well, not do they? They play USC. Well, they got all right. So after this, in Utah Valley and Rio Grande and Montana State, they got Wichita State, SC, Butler, Duquesne, St. Mary. I mean, it's better than what the Lobos have, right? Well, the Lobos have two power conference teams in the tournament.
You just D2, man. D2.
And you're supposed to be so dang good and you're supposed to be so wonderful. And I mean that's to go out and blow it like that. I mean, how would that go over here? You know what this show would be like this morning? Like if the Lobos lost to Hawaii Pacific in their opener. You know what we'd be going through this morning?
Blow it up, fire everyone.
Blow it up. Eric Cohen's the worst coach ever.
I know. Dude, last Friday people were already frustrated with the Northern Arizona performance, and the team not looking good offensively and struggling and wondering if anyone's going to be able to score.
Yeah. But you didn't lose. All right, this is where you're going to win. We got a sweet deal for you today, and it's actually one of your favorite spots, and it's one of ours as well. It is Main Event. You're going to go to our website, sportsanimalabq.com. You're going to click on the sweet deal icon, and you're going to do it at 9 o'clock because they're going to go quickly, and you're going to get 2 all-you-can-play wristbands for the price of 1. That's a $64 value for just $32. It's one of our favorite spots. Wide range of attractions, bowling, laser tags, billiards, eats, and we take our teams for Isleta New Mexico Bowl there every year because, well, they take care of our teams. Jerry is here. Good to see you, man. How you living?
I am doing well. How about you, boss?
Life is grooving. I guess you and I are having lunch tomorrow. Is that right?
You know this.
I got lunch tomorrow over and looking forward to it. We love your spot, man, and thank you for taking care of over all these years of our teams. We do the opening night, the welcome event for the bowl game there. You guys shut her down, and this year, JJ, here's what they're doing for us. They're opening up on Christmas Eve for us. I mean, it's just how it fell. But for what you guys got going right now, this is season for you. It's always season for you. What do you got going on over there?
So we have all you can play wristbands, like you said earlier. You buy one get one free for the most part, and this allows you to come in and play everything that we got going on. We got 22 lanes of bowling, we have pool and shuffleboard, along with our gravity ropes, laser tag, and of course our kitchen is amazing, along with a full bar. And we have 2 private rooms, and we host a lot of corporate and group events as well as birthdays for everybody. But this just allows you to come in, enjoy yourself, let the kids run and play, and you go sit down, grab you a bite, and maybe a cold beer.
Yeah, and a cold beer is really, really good with all the TVs you got there. I think this is one of the underestimated spots. People are going, where do I want to go watch the game? Where can I? You know what? This isn't just for the kids now. And honestly, this solves a lot of problems. Kids go run around. You got the games on. You can have lunch, and the food is really, really good. They got a wonderful on-site family kitchen, chef-inspired American fare. It's pizzas and burgers and appetizers and shareables and all this stuff with cocktails and craft beers and wines in a social setting. And then you can go out and play as well. You want to go bowl a few frames or a game or two, or you want to go play laser tag, or you want to go do Pop-A-Shot, you can get up and do that during halftime or whatever you want. It's a full service. Everybody says, oh, it's just a kid's spot. Yeah, but there's kids in every damn one of us, and that's why we take the big boys there.
The big kids especially, I'm continuously I love working there. It's one of the great aspects of my job, and just being a big kid myself, it really allows you to come in as an adult and just truly enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I'll tell you a story, how we ended up with taking the bowl guys there. First of all, we need somewhere can handle 450 people that's climate controlled in December. And I remember we did a birthday party for my child when she was young, and my ops guy, Kerry, the man I work with, said, well, what if we took the teams there? And I'm like, come on, man, it's where I did my 7-year-old's birthday party. He's like, they're just a bunch of 7-year-olds. And I'm like, you know what, you're right. And I was really nervous the first time, but the way you take care of them and the food is spectacular. And there's so much room and so much to do. And I just think people, if you haven't been to Main Event, and like for the kids, it's wonderful. And if you're thinking of a birthday party, but for a corporate event, you know what everybody loves to do is something they don't do a lot. And people don't go and let themselves just be a kid and go play Pop-A-Shot or go drive, the video driving games and all that stuff, or just go bowl and just go have fun. And you realize every year as I walk around that, it's the coaches that are doing it. It's the adults. It's not just the 18 to 24-year-old college football players. We all love it. And so your spot's great. Plus, with the food and the bar and the TVs, it's spectacular.
We enjoy having you guys out, and please come out and see us, guys. Enjoy yourself and have a good time.
All right, it's right over there off of I-25 on the east side between Comanche and Montgomery. Main Event is your sweet deal today. at 9 o'clock this morning, go to our website, sportsanimалabq.com. Sportsanimалabq.com. Click on the Sweet Deal logo. For just $32, you're going to get $64 worth of main event. That's 2 all-you-can-play wristbands. Only 110 of these are available. Do it at 9 o'clock. Always good to see you, man.
Absolute pleasure.
Thanks for everything you do, and congratulations on all the success.
Yes, sir. Same to you guys.
It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
You don't have to wait for the taste.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
A Boise State fan, actually, let me rephrase that. If you've got a Boise State fan that you consider a friend, somebody that you care about, that you actually like, check in on them, because it is meltdown. I'm not a big message board fan. I'm not a big, but moments like this, like meltdown moments, I always try to go over and gauge, and I'm bouncing around one of their message boards. Worst 3 days of Boise State athletics ever? Could the previous 3 days be the absolute rock bottom of Boise State athletics? I sure hope so, because I would hate to think it's going to get any worse. If the football game against Fresno was nauseating, then the basketball performance against a D2 team induced vomiting and dry heaving. What the bleep? JD better make sure this isn't trending, or he's going to have a difficult time with all the big-time projects he wants donors to help fund. Good luck with that. They lost a football game. Now, the basketball game's a bad loss, but it is what it is. But it's unacceptable to lose a conference football game. You realize that, right? It is unacceptable to lose a conference football.
They had won 16 in a row until Fresno State got them, and who knows what they're going to look like the rest of the way. It did not sound good from Madsen getting carted off the field.
I mean, these people are losing their mind. It almost feels like that city's identity. That's not because I guess we live in this bubble. The identity is so much around the blue in Boise State.
It is, though.
Right?
It is. Their sports identity, of course.
Well, what's our sports identity here? It's Lobos.
Yes.
Right? I mean,
yes, you talk NFL all day, every day, but what you get, what you interact with, what you show up to, it's Lobo Athletics.
Yeah, and it's Boise State, and they're, you and I talk about this, and I know people who don't get to run in our circles don't really get it as much, right? But there's an aura around the media and the people who cover Boise State athletics as if they've done something. And Boise State football has been nationally relevant at times.
Absolutely. They were in the college football playoff last year.
They were in the playoff.
Here's the thing. Boise State has backed it up. But that it's the classic, okay, how do you act around that? I remember a game a couple years ago where here at UNM, sitting in the press box.
Football.
football game, and they had to tell the Boise State media members to like chill out. Like they were yucking it up, laughing, like blah blah blah.
Was it a beatdown?
Yeah. And they're like, bro, it's still a press box. Like, calm down.
But they have so little respect for this place. Like they wouldn't have done that at Michigan. They wouldn't have done that. Where'd they go this year? South Florida. They wouldn't have done that on the road, but they had so little respect for this place. That's why I would have loved to see the Lobos beat. You know, and there still might be a chance now. I don't know that. If you were to predict the Mountain West championship game right now, who do you got? I mean, I think San Diego State's going to beat, especially with Madsen out. Don't you think San Diego State beats them in 2 weeks in San Diego? And if San Diego State beats them, then assuming they beat Hawaii, which is not a gimme either now, then San Diego State's in the championship game, no matter what they do with New Mexico, because at that point they'd be undefeated going into the New Mexico game. They'd be the only undefeated team. Everybody else would have at least 2 losses. So they'd host, right? I mean, what if I told you it might be San Diego State, New Mexico?
I would still say San Diego State, Boise State.
Okay. So if Boise State loses in San Diego, you think they still beat Colorado State, Utah State, right?
Yes.
They don't have the tiebreaker over Fresno State because Fresno State beat them. Fresno State, who's going to beat them?
Wyoming, Utah State, or San Jose State?
You think someone will? I mean,
they lost to
could.
Colorado State.
Yeah, no, they could. They could. Yeah. Now, if it's a 3-way tie with New Mexico, I mean, if it's a 4-way tie, New Mexico and Hawaii and Fresno and Boise, then I don't know how the hell they break it. You know what? I'll call the league today and find out tiebreaker.
Is it rankings?
I think it is, which would invariably put Boise State at the top, right? So you think it'll be Boise State at San Diego State for the championship? That's probably right. I mean, that's probably right. Boise State at that point will be a 4-loss team if they lose in San Diego. Well, let me ask you this. If you are a fan of the league, I feel weird asking this question. JJ, if you're a fan of the league, are you rooting for San Diego State to win out and get a shot at the playoff? And hope that the American teams beat each other up? Because you got 3 one-loss teams in the American. North Texas, Memphis, and Navy all with 1 loss. South Florida's now got 2.
I don't think there's a fan of the league anymore. You're either a Mountain West fan or you're a Pac-12 fan.
But they're all flying under the Mountain West banner
matter.
this year. So you hate San Diego State, then you want, then absolutely not. You want them to get beat.
Yes.
Okay.
Like I think just with the way it's fandom, we go back and forth. I understand it, but it's definitely like a line on social media and this year where it's like, really, like, have fun being that much better. And I think it is the Pac-12 versus the Mountain West, even though everyone is still playing in the Mountain West Conference.
You know, if San Diego State runs, they got to show me how the Mountain West held them down this year and kept them out of the playoff. If San Diego State would have beat Washington State, okay, and it's an average at best Washington State team who is currently, I want to say 4-5, if I'm not mistaken. But they got blued out up there. Okay, if they'd have beat Washington State with their win over Cal, and if they beat Boise State, would they be the front runner right now for the college football playoff group of 5? They'd be the only undefeated.
Because the Wazoo Cougars are 0-1 in Pac-12 play.
Yeah, they just
looking
got
up
beat by
at
Oregon
the
State.
1-0 Oregon State.
Yeah. But if they'd have won that, they'd be the front runner for the group of 5 spot right now. They'd be the only undefeated team left in the group of 5. Are there only 1, 2, 3 teams left undefeated in college football? 4. Texas A&M. So Texas A&M, Ohio State, Indiana, and BYU are the only undefeated teams left in college football. Kind of crazy on November 4, isn't it? like, man? If you were to pick a conference championship game now in Mountain West, what do you think? 505-246-0610. I got a bunch of emails for you. This says, if SDSU is, this on the text line, if San Diego State's undefeated, they'll give New Mexico their best for the last game, hoping of winning out and making the playoffs. It'll be Boise State at San Diego State. That's from Kyle. Yeah, no, 100%, man. And if they're not undefeated, Kyle, I'll give you this even more. If they have one loss, they're still going to be playing for home field in the conference championship game. No, that day after Thanksgiving, you're getting everything San Diego State's got. You're getting everything they got. And if New Mexico takes care of business over the last 2 games, they're still going to be alive for a shot in the conference championship game. Right? Because Boise State and everybody, I think those games are Saturday. So if there's still going to be a shot at tiebreakers and 2 loss and 3 loss and what happens tomorrow, and right? So there's still going to be a shot. Because let's just say Boise State loses San Diego State, beats Colorado State. That Utah State game, is the 28th a Saturday, or is that a Friday? I'll find out. But yeah, there's going to be a lot on the line. That's a Friday. So Utah State and Boise State are going to be at the same time San Diego State and New Mexico. That could be a big deal. I mean, if Utah State beats them, how about Bronco maybe beating them and putting New Mexico in the conference championship game? So there's going to be a lot on the line on that game, one way or the other, assuming everybody takes care of it. It's really kind of cool. All right, 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimallabq.com, JJ at sportsanimallabq.com. We'll check the wire for you on the trade deadline. Cowboy fan, I mean, where are you today? Where are you done? I got Omar in. I'll get you Omar. But where are you today? Hey, we make decisions every day, right? You and I, we all do. On Prize Picks, you make decisions and you're right, you can get paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this sports season. Prize Picks, whether you're a football fan, a basketball fan, or if you're a fan of both of them like me, it always feels good to be right. Prize Picks is the best way to win cash on the Cowboys, the Broncos, the Raiders, the Lakers, the Mavericks, the Nuggets, whatever your teams are. You can win money. Who's going to go off? Who's overhyped? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds, and then you turn your takes into cash all season long. I've been playing these. It's fun. You download the app, and then you play lineups, 2 to 6 players, and you say more or less. And you can mix it up. You can go football and basketball. So, and there's even more than that. Like, let's just say you want to play some soccer tonight, and you can play Mbappe tonight. You can play Kelly Oubre Jr. tonight. LaMelo Ball, 15 rebounds and assists combined. You want more or less on that. Mbappe, shots on target tonight. Will he have more than 2 or less than 2? Huh? You want to play Giannis Antetokounmpo? You can do that. Will he have 24.5 points, more or less than that tonight? That's what you do. And Prize Picks offers you stacks. That means you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. So if you want more on Steph Curry's points, on his 3-pointers and his assists, now you can pick all of them in the same lineup, and you can only do that on Prize Picks. Follow other Prize Picks players directly on the app. You can copy their lineups in one click, whether it's a friend, a celebrity partner, or just someone whose picks you like. Hit the follow button and check out every lineup they create in the new feed tab, only on Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code KNML. You'll get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code KNML. Get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's Prize Picks, and it's good to be right.
This report is sponsored by...
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
I might not be in the cage as much anymore. Just like riding a bicycle, I can pick up the fight from where I left off. I'm not some slick-haired outsider posing with borrowed gloves. I grew up here. New Mexico is in my blood. I'm a New Mexican fighting for other New Mexicans. I'm Adam Oki. I'll be your champion in the courtroom.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744. Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks.
Worst defenses in the National Football League. The Bengals in return get a 7th round pick in next year's draft. Will this make any difference at all? Certainly not for Cincinnati. For the Cowboys? I mean, it's a body, right?
No. You trade for a linebacker from a defense that's been worse than yours, and this linebacker had been benched.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a lot of defenses that are worse than yours. There's not a lot out there that you're saying, hey, man, that defense was worse than ours if you're the Dallas Cowboys. And yet somehow that was Jerry's. The crazy part is he was strutting around yesterday and teasing it like he did something. You know what I mean? Like literally was strutting around. Well, we made a trade. I'll let you know tomorrow because I'm not going to give it away tonight, but I will announce it tomorrow. This is what it was. My Jerry's getting better by the way. You don't have to laugh. All right, we're gonna get more Mountain West basketball tonight. College basketball last night. So where was I? I was watching somewhere, wherever I was last night.
There's some pretty good games. 2 good games.
Well, so there was the Arizona Florida game. Arizona beat Florida 93-87, the Hall of Fame series in Las Vegas. That was number 13 beating number 3. That was really big. And then you had BYU last night, played Villanova, and BYU went 71-66. How's that for an opening day for the Big 12?
That's pretty darn good.
I mean, it's fabulous, right? When we come back, I'll tell you how Donovan Dent did in his opener for UCLA. Y'all love Donnie, and you should. How he did in 36 minutes in the Bruins opener. I'll give you this. It may not have gone as you thought it would go against Eastern Washington. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports House.
Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
AM 610 KNML, the sports animal. Now it's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Well, the morning after, Cowboy fan, 27-17. Yeah, but you got a new linebacker. You get beat by the Cardinals last night on Monday Night Football. Go into the bye week at 3-5-1, and I would suggest that I think the Cowboys are done. I don't see a path to the playoffs. Not with all these 6-win teams in the NFC that you got to climb over with the schedule you got, the defense that you don't have. And Jerry made a trade and went out and got you a linebacker that was benched by the worst defense in football. Well, we're going to make a trade, and it's going to make us better. And not really. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck. Thanks for finding us this morning on 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal. Women last night, Lobo women, 77-59, opened their season with a victory at the pit against Northern Arizona. Nice workmanlike win for them as well. About as good as you could start, right? I mean, I guess everybody wants to win by 100. But this was a good win against a decent Big Sky team and open up and go take care of business.
Beat a Division I opponent by double digits. You had a 19-point lead in the third quarter. New style defensively for this team. It's nice to have 6 players back. You can tell, the core really was strong yesterday. Nyla Padilla, the sophomore, was awesome in the starting lineup. She's going to play a big role this season. Might not be a starter the entire season, but will play close to starters minutes, and that's what you want. You have your D1 opponent over there, which you should be better than, especially Northern Arizona, not anywhere near the team they were last year that won 27 games because their coach left, and there's no one left. So that's what happens.
Yep. All right, Mountain West last night, the big story in the first day of college basketball. Boise State, who was picked to finish second in the league behind San Diego State in some polls, and maybe it was Utah State, but they got beat at home by Division II Hawaii Pacific. Hawaii Pacific Sharks in what the Idaho Statesman says maybe the worst loss in the history of the program. 79-78. Elsewhere, Wyoming was a winner at home over Northern State. Utah State beat Westminster. Colorado State beat Incarnate Word. Grand Canyon beat Purdue Fort Wayne. Fresno State beat Fresno Pacific. San Jose State lost at Utah, and Air Force lost at Belmont. And then of interest to you all, and I know you'll be watching it, and I think I will too, there's a couple things I'm going to watch, right? I'm going to watch Xavier. I want to see how they do. And I'm going to watch UCLA and see Donovan Dent. UCLA opened the season at home at Pauley Pavilion against Eastern Washington, a Big Sky team. And it was tight. 80-74 was the final. UCLA wins. Donovan Dent was the starting point guard, played 36 minutes for UCLA last night, and scored 21 points, had 9 assists, and only 1 turnover for the Bruins last night. And was 8 of 17 from the field. He was the leading scorer for UCLA. Tyler Bilodeau had 19 for the Bruins. So 80-74, UCLA with the 12th ranked team in the country, and they're going to get challenged here. After they get Pepperdine and West Georgia, they get Arizona. Arizona was a winner last night over Florida. Huge night to get started for the Big 12. With wins by Arizona over a ranked team in Florida, beat an SEC team 93-87, and Brigham Young, who's ranked 8th in the country, also a Big 12 team, beat Villanova. These were both in Las Vegas, 71-66. So it's a terrific start for the Big 12, which I would argue is the best conference basketball-wise in America. SEC will say something about it, right?
Yeah, I think the Big 12 is phenomenal. Great start to the season last night. They have the depth, it's just how big these conferences are. That's how they can go see the SEC, the Big 10, just so many teams. But at the top, the Big 12 can play with anyone.
One other score of interest: Xavier opened up last night at home at the Cintas Center. They played their first game under Richard Pitino. They played the Marist. What's Marist called? Do you know Marist? The Red Fox. Not just the Fox, but the Red Fox. A little closer than you might want. 66-62. Xavier beat Marist last night in Cincinnati. Philip Borovichinen started 12 minutes for the Musketeers. He did not score. Who else is there? Jovan Milicevic off the bench. How about Jovan? 14 points off the bench for Jovan Milicevic. Is that the only 2 guys that are still there? Or that he took that are playing? Milicevic and Borovichinen? Why did I think someone else was there? And where did True Washington end up? I know I'm supposed to know that. I want to follow that as well. All right, so that's what you had in your first night of college basketball. You're in on the text line, 505 246-0610. John says, good morning, fellas. How about them Cowboys? They lose to a team that has 2 wins. Cowboys suck. Go Denver Broncos. LOL. Enjoy it. See, that's what it's about. Enjoy it. Because it's not enjoyable when you're losing. Omar's in. Remember, Omar's a big Cowboy fan that went off the bandwagon, that jumped back on the bandwagon. Omar says Omar didn't jump back on the bandwagon for this, Jeff. The hardest part was admitting in the house of Strauss. Strauss's Steelers are better than the Dallas Cowboys right now. I don't even think it's hard. Is it?
No, I don't think that was a stretch. You could see with the way the Steelers had played the last couple weeks before their Colts performance. Maybe you could talk yourself into it about the teams being even.
Yes. All right, this one says, Harold says, what was Grammer thinking? And he sent me a link. He says, Jeff, boy, this didn't age well. And there's a story in the Albuquerque Journal dated Wednesday, September 10th of this year. Less than 2 months away. And the headline says, perfect pair. UNM, one of only 2 schools in the country with unbeaten women's soccer and volleyball teams. What were we, about a week and a half into the season? 2 weeks? That didn't age well, did it? It says there are 347 Division I women's soccer teams this season. Only 25 of them have not suffered a loss. And 344 volleyball teams, only 33 remain unbeaten. And New Mexico and Nebraska were the only 2 undefeated in both sports.
Yeah, it wasn't projecting them to finish undefeated, so it aged
it was
fine.
Truth at the time. Was it not?
It was a story to fill that day. It wasn't like, oh, they're going to go undefeated the rest of the season.
All right, this is
what are we doing?
So Lobo football 6-3. We had some callers yesterday. Pretty fired up, as you should be. Grady called in. Les doesn't like Grady, never has. So Grady calls. You usually get something from Les. So Les is replying to Grady. Jeff, yeah, Lobo football won and good for them. But really, who cares? It's all being done with mercenaries. Lobo football is now baseball, soccer, the Duke City Gladiators. Probably even more so since Albuquerque's baseball team has contracts and you can probably predict 2/3 of their opening day 2026 roster. Want a little cold water on your enjoyment?
Then stop following college athletics.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to remind us that. That's not just the Lobos. It's every team in college sports.
Yep.
Sorry it sours your Wheaties in the morning, but it's there. You either follow it this way or not. And I guess you can keep complaining, but it does no good. Doesn't advance the conversation. Not good content for the radio.
Yep.
So what do you want?
But I read it because the bitterness. You're bitter when you lose. You're bitter when you win. I
and who cares if a player's here for 1 year or not? Like, when they're here, if they're bought in and they're competing, they're winning, tip your cap.
And he's wearing your logo across his chest. No, he's taking your
like this football team. Who knows what's going to happen next year? But there's a bunch of good dudes on this squad that are balling out, wearing the Lobo logo.
True. Lloyd says Lobo soccer dog whistle, Jeff. Now that Lobo football's winning, this is true. You aren't seeing a sports speak up every other flipping day that the program should be dropped in favor of Lobo soccer. True. Well, I haven't heard bring back soccer guy in a minute and get rid of football. Now, I know they're still there. My guy, John, Mr. Everything about football sucks. And that guy, because somehow if Eric Olin wins and goes to the NCAA tournament this year, he won't be. I mean, that won't happen. We'll keep him because Lobo basketball is the greatest thing ever. But Lobo football is stupid. We're just going to always be who you are. I haven't heard a lot of that guy or those people lately. And I think, I don't know. Do you think it's fleeting? Do you think there's less and less of them, or when?
I think it is a small.
Yeah, but when the narrative doesn't fit what they're trying to preach, they go away until, like, he was out and really happy when they lost to San Jose State. See, Lobos are back, ha ha ha. They're back to being who they are, right? They're just lurking, waiting for their moment to go. I told you.
Well, it's something in sports, and it's across all levels. You like to root against other people,
yep,
and tell them that they suck and their team is trash more so than you like your own team winning. It's the vibe that sports has created. You want to say, you suck, they suck, we all suck, as opposed to winning.
You rejoice more in other people's agony than you
or even your
enjoy
own team's
your own
failure.
self. Well, but
because then you're on the message board, you're calling in, this, that, you win, you're like, oh okay.
Now I got something to do. Now people care about me. I got thumbs, and I can give you my opinion.
Yeah.
I guess that's probably right. People are bitter, man, and people don't want other people to enjoy anything. Like Lobo fan. There's a few of you that anything that's New Mexico State, anything that's perceived success, you just need to urinate on it real quick, because you can't have any. Right? New Mexico State, by the way, opens up tonight basketball. They will be at home. They play Adams State tonight. That'll be their Conference USA Open. New Mexico State's non-conference schedule is Adams State and the New Mexico Highlands, and then the Lobos next Saturday. Samford, UC Irvine, Georgia State, South Alabama, Abilene Christian, Tulsa. But they better win their league. Right? I mean, there's not a lot of meat on that ball, is there?
No, one bid.
Tulsa or UC Irvine, maybe. Yeah. All right, 505-246-0610. I still got more from you. Want to hear your thoughts. Cowboy fan, welcome in. Emails Jeff at sportsanimallabq.com and JJ at sportsanimallabq.com. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed.
All right, trade deadline, the National Football League is hovering. Not a lot of action, to be honest with you. Cowboys got Logan Wilson. He's a linebacker who was benched by the Bengals, who might be the only defense in the league that's worse than Dallas. And so they got him for a 7th-round pick. Ravens got Draymond Jones from the Titans for a 5th-round pick. He's a pass rusher. Dolphins traded Jalen Phillips. He's an edge rusher to Philadelphia. They got a 3rd-round pick. That one's relatively significant. That went down yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. But Jalen Phillips, see, this is where the Eagles eat, right? The Eagles find stuff right in here. The Eagles also got Jair Alexander and a 7th-round pick, and they sent a 6th-round pick. So the Eagles get a pass rusher, and they get Jair Alexander. I mean, this is kind of where the Eagles make sense, and they got Michael Carter. This is Howie Roseman kind of assembling, figuring out where are my deficiencies, what do I have to do, and let me see if I can make myself better. This isn't finding a guy who was benched on the worst damn defense.
These are the deals that make sense. It's you're adding rotational pieces, a pass rusher, maybe a 3rd cornerback. It's not, oh my gosh, we're making a move to change our team. They can't do that anymore.
No. Like again, for the Rams to get a cornerback, right? They got Roger McCreary from the Titans for a conditional pick. Right? That's depth on the back end for them. But they need it. Little moves that are going to pay off down the line. All right, 505-246-0610. Fred, drop some crazy knowledge on me. What do I got?
No knowledge. Actually, I want to get some knowledge from JJ because I went to the Lady Lobo game and I was pretty impressed. I know that Northern Arizona is a kind of a brand new team since they have a new coach. But I wanted to ask JJ a couple of things. The freshman, Foster, I don't know how to pronounce that girl's name. How do you pronounce it? It's got 10 letters. What's her name? 44.
Layla Abdora Heap.
Okay. Anyway, they both look really good. I know Foster only got in about 9 minutes, but she got 6 rebounds. She can really move down the court for a girl 6'2", and that Layla, boy, I think she made 3 threes, and she just looks so impressive. And a question I had too is in the paper they said that Antonio can't play for 3 games. What is the reason why she can? Anyway, I don't know if they said.
Because she played basketball in Angola in 2020.
Okay, and they mentioned that she should maybe take the place of somebody. Who would that place be? Or is Ken just saying that? Or do you have any idea what place that she would take out of the starting lineup?
Niley Padilla.
Oh, Padilla, okay. Okay, and so were you pretty impressed about what happened? I know that one girl got hot, number 25. We were kind of killing them, and that Morris girl, I think she made 3 or 4 threes in a row. But were you impressed with what you saw the first game?
Yeah, I'm intrigued, man. I think they're more athletic than they were last year. There's definitely depth there, and size. You have multiple forwards: Calissa Craig, 6'3", Emma Najum, 6'4", Drake Heem, 6'2", Kaya Foster, 6'2", and something they haven't had in a long time.
The only thing about Craig is she had a great game, 16 points, and I think she didn't miss a shot. But she's really, because of that knee injury, she's really out of shape, isn't she? And it seemed like she was pulling on her shirt a couple times during the game. And but she does have a replacement, isn't that number 23? Her replacement that's about the same height.
Yeah, and by the way, so for Craig, it was a shoulder injury last year, and yeah, it's their first Division I basketball game in a regular season in over 2 years. So take a little bit of time.
All right, man. Appreciate you, Fred. That's good. That's good in-depth stuff. Hey, I got this. I don't know who this guy is. He's just a podcaster guy with thumbs. UNLV guy, basketball guy. Boise State's loss to Hawaii Pacific, perhaps the worst loss in the history of Mountain West basketball. He says it's unbelievable. Going to make an at-large bid essentially impossible. Sure, they could nearly win out, but is a team that lost at home, the Hawaii Pacific, really going to do that? And somebody said what you said. The funny thing is that this loss doesn't impact computer metrics since it's not D1. So, like Ken Palm, does this hit Ken Palm?
That's a good question. Because the reason is because it's the same way if you win that game, it wouldn't matter. That's just the D2.
Right, but if you lose that game, it should freaking matter.
There's a stain.
Yes.
When people talk about Boise State, it's going to be they lost to a D2 basketball.
When they're sitting in that room and go, all right, back, on March 12th.
We got a Northwestern or Vanderbilt or Boise State.
Boise State lost to Hawaii Pacific.
Oh, they're out.
Yeah, hell yes. Somebody responded, the worst loss in the history of Mountain West basketball. Come on, pal. That's the worst loss in the history of these United States, and I'm counting Nam. Holy smokes. I mean, pile on Boise. You know what, though? Pile on Boise State, man. Boise State's been piling on everybody, and I'm talking about Boise State fans. They've been piling on everybody in this league for the last decade and a half, thinking that they are so damn superior. So, yeah, you had a bad week. And it's a bad week. Oh, my God, it's the worst week in the history of Boise State. We lost a football game and lost. Yeah, it's a bad week. Welcome to reality, boys and girls. Welcome to life outside of Idaho. Yeah, you get a damn bad week. Somebody said it brings down the Mountain West credibility in a way. And again, you're saying this year that nobody cares about the Mountain West. I think in basketball, the Mountain West is still going to be a thing.
Well, I don't think that no one cares about the Mountain West. I think there's a clear split in the Mountain West where Pac-12 teams are considering it the Pac-12, and you just happen to be in the Mountain West.
Yeah, they're way better.
And then the Mountain West fans want to beat all those teams. a little bit more than usual.
And
that is clearly evident. And yes, at the end, you are still the Mountain West Conference, the basketball bids, the money that comes in, all that stuff matters. But there is a clear divided line. Your Pac-12 are your Mountain West, and get your stones out because you're throwing them.
No, and that's why load up on Boise State, man. Look, Boise State, and I would tell, I got no problem if they're sitting right here. Is there a more arrogant fan base in the Western United States? San Diego State might be close. Right? That thinks they're just so much better than everybody else in their league. And so you got beat by Hawaii Pacific and run out of your own, built by Fresno State in football the other day? Yeah, you want to pile on them? You've been eating their blue crap for how long? Honestly. And the arrogance that comes out of them, yeah, this is your week. Pile on them. Because I think they're going to be okay. I think basketball-wise, they're going to be fine. They took a night off and thought they were going to roll out the balls and beat some guys, some surfers in some weird little Kinko's uniforms. And, yeah. Pile on them. Worst loss ever. Virginia with Ralph Sampson losing to Chaminade. How come it's always these little teams out of Hawaii that have to be on the other side? That was at least in Hawaii, right? That was in Maui, but that was that Ralph Sampson team that was like the best ever at the time. And oh my goodness, it's Chaminade College beat, but that was over there. But this one nobody saw. I mean, this one like how many? If you're sitting in Tennessee or in Rhode Island or in Florida or in Texas, do you even know this game happened?
You did after the fact when it hit social media.
Did it blow up on social media last night? Yeah,
like, wait a second, what happened?
Yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah, no, jump on them, man. They're fair game. They've been jumping on everybody else with their arrogance and their blue spew for how long? They gotta eat it this time. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Center.
Join 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Designed for your pets.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a #1. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Here, Richard Pitino's debut last night, they beat Marist 66-62. Donovan Dent had 21 points in his UCLA debut last night. Bruins beat Eastern Washington by 6 at Pauley Pavilion. And Boise State lost to Hawaii Pacific. I just got a text. I mean, it was pretty simple. It says bleep Boise State, but it didn't say bleep. And I'm like, yeah, 100%. I mean, they're the most arrogant. That's how Lobo fan, I think most Mountain West Conference fan feels, is they're the most arrogant fan base, period. And so it's their turn to take it. Give it to them.
I think what's the most frustrating about it to me is, yes, they've backed it up. They have a good football program.
No doubt.
They've won games. They've been to the NCAA tournament. They've built their profile. But they act like Wyoming or New Mexico or San Jose State has somehow prevented them from doing something else. Like, what else is there for you to do? There was all these opportunities, doors open. You never got an invite to a power conference, and so that was everyone else's fault. You still are chasing your goals, trying to achieve your goals in this conference, and somehow you're better off now.
Now they're in a power conference.
Like that just makes no sense to me. All these doors were open. You never got an invite to a power conference, and yet somehow you want to point at everyone else that, no, that's the reason. No. You are where you are, regardless of if New Mexico or San Jose State was in your conference.
100% right. It did prevent you from doing anything. So now you're going to play better games in football. So, I don't know. Washington State, Oregon State.
You see how fast Washington State and Oregon State fell off the map when they didn't have a banner propping them up?
I don't know that people have seen that, to be honest with you. Washington State is 4-5 and just lost to Oregon State this week. And Oregon State is 2-7. Washington State this year, their biggest win is San Diego State, and they pummeled San Diego State, which, okay. They beat Colorado State, which is going into it. And they beat Toledo. Washington State's losses this year, North Texas beat them 59-10. The Huskies, Washington, 59-24. They played well against Ole Miss, 24-21. They played well against Virginia, 22-20. That's why I thought for sure they were going to beat Oregon State. But yeah, they come back to earth.
Dude, and without USC, UCLA, Washington,
Oregon,
Arizona, you name it. You run down the list of teams that were there. There is no reason that Corvallis and Pullman have any pull over New Mexico, Albuquerque,
You're not wrong.
Colorado Springs.
Now, I'll give you, Corvallis is not far from Portland. Corvallis isn't as remote as Pullman is. Pullman's pretty remote.
You are not a student athlete in Corvallis and just getting to Portland all the time.
Again, not super far, but you're right. I mean, it's. But Pullman?
Pullman is a freaking outpost.
Yeah. And I love Pullman. Don't get me wrong. I've never not had a good time in Pullman.
But there is nothing there now that says, yes, these brands are uplifting everyone. No, you're going to be carried by Boise State, San Diego State, and, of course, Gonzaga in that.
So the term Power 4 in football, right? I think we've all moved, pivoted, evolved, whatever. The term is Power 4 now, right? Not Power 5 in football? Except for the people who are in the Pac-12 still believe it's Power 5, right? They still use that term. Basketball, Power 5. Big East is a power conference, correct?
Yes.
So it's the 4 power football leagues and the Big East, correct? Pac-12? Is the Pac-12 a power basketball league? Gonzaga, San Diego State. I will give you those 2 brands.
No.
No, but after that?
No.
No, Boise State's not. Colorado State's not.
Right,
Texas State's not. Yes.
How's that Texas State football team looking?
Yeah. You and I both agree that Gonzaga and San Diego State play in whatever league they're in. If they're in the Big 12, if they're in the ACC, whatever league, San Diego State and Gonzaga are competitive in whatever league they're in, right? Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. After that, you put Boise State in the Big 12, you think they're competitive? Basketball.
No.
Oh. So if you want to pile on Boise State, go ahead. This one's from Bruce. We had Tony Sanchez in earlier today. Aggies play Kennesaw State this week at home. If they win, they're 4-5. They go to Tennessee, and then they close out with Middle Tennessee and UTEP, which are both gettable games. And so there's still potentially a bowl bid out there for them. Bruce said Tony the Tiger and Tuesday and too many bowls. Jeff, the fact that NMSU is still in with a bowl chance despite seemingly every Tony the Tiger Tuesday coming after a loss is more proof that there are too many bowls. And it's more proof you don't have to watch them. But I'll bet you do. Yeah. There's 42 bowls, man. I'm not gonna argue with you. You just don't have to watch it. But there's a reason they're there, JJ. People do watch. All right, I keep watching, man. I keep waiting for something to pop on this trade thing, and it is quiet. Surprisingly quiet to you?
No. It's always more hype. Like Alvin Kamara and Jacoby Myers are really what got you going.
Yeah. Did they get moved?
No, but
yeah, they're both on my team. Yeah, I'm interested. Is that bad?
Well, they're not going to go somewhere and then start producing like crazy. Kamara, maybe, but still, midway through the season, running back coming in, not learn everything.
You know what? Still, so this whole Logan Wilson thing, the Cowboys linebacker that they just got from Cincinnati. So Jerry was all coy last night. We made a trade, and I'll let you know tomorrow. Whatever. So Logan Wilson got benched on a Cincinnati defense. Let me give you a little perspective, and you put this on the production sheet this morning, and it's really good. Cincinnati has allowed 300 points this season, which is by far the most in the National Football League. They're on pace to break the all-time NFL record for most points allowed in the season. So they're averaging giving up 33.33 points per game. The pace is 567 points in a 17-game season. That would be the worst ever by 33 points of the 2024 Panthers. And this is a guy who got benched, couldn't get on the field on statistically and visually the worst defense in football. And Jerry's out there like he did something, like he stole something. What are we doing? No, honestly, like, what the hell is... Like, did you see him last night?
Well, yeah, Jeff. I got a trade.
You're on your way.
Got a trade.
Yeah, I'll tell you tomorrow. But that's going to save the Cowboys. You're done. It's over. Meanwhile, you don't need Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons had 3 sacks against the Cardinals on Sunday against the Panthers. He had a career low. So Parsons had 21 pass rushes, 0 pressures. It was his first game without a single pressure. He was double teamed on 6 of his pass rushes. So
I put that on there just to highlight what a job Carolina did in that contest.
Well, my point on that, to take it one step further, it's a copycat league. So does everybody look at that and say, look what Carolina did, this is what we need to do to alleviate Micah Parsons?
Yeah. Then you should, on the other side, Rashawn Gary should be going off.
But he didn't. But he did not. And so until he does, don't I send my resources over at number 1 and say, beat me somewhere else? And Carolina beat him. Yeah, and Carolina beat him. 16-3. The most stunning result of the weekend, which had to be. What do you think of Tyler Shuck in his debut? He scored 10 points against the Rams.
That was quite the front 7 to debut against.
Yeah, I know it's a tough. And Kellen had to go there, right? I mean, he had to make them. Yeah. I've told you this a bunch of times, just because I have a soft spot for Kellen and I really, really like him. But it's such a tough spot. The team is not good. They get Panthers, Falcons, Dolphins coming up. I mean, I don't know who the Falcons and Panthers are every year. Do you?
Roller coaster.
Yeah. Love. Wait, different roller coaster. All right, we'll wrap you when we get back. 505-246-0610. Still have time for you to get in. Everything you got to know as you go through your Tuesday. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This is Boomer. High school sports are back. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Is there no Lobo Talk tonight? Bye week? No Lobo Talk tonight. Bye week. Back next week. What you got to know is what's everybody going to be talking about as you go through your day. Cowboys lose to the Cardinals last night, Monday Night Football, 27-17. Jacoby Brissett, 21 for 31, 261, and 2 touchdowns for Arizona. Dak Prescott, 24 for 39, 250, a touchdown, and an interception for the Cowboys, who fall to 3-5-1. Then they went out and made a trade. The trade deadline is today. Picked up Logan Wilson, a linebacker from Cincinnati, who was basically benched there for a 7th-round pick. Lobo ladies basketball, or Lobo women's basketball, beat Northern Arizona in their season opener last night, 77-59. The Lobos are 1-0. Next up, they'll be in Colorado, in Boulder on Thursday. And New Mexico United is going to host the second round. The Western Conference semifinal will be at Albuquerque's Isotopes Park, or Rio Grande Credit Union Field at Isotopes Park. That'll be on Saturday because Orange County was an upset winner over Sacramento. So as the higher seed, New Mexico will host the Western Conference semifinal. They get a second home game, which is which is a huge, big deal for New Mexico United as they chase the USL Championship.
Championship.
Is that how you say it? Well, their league is the USL Championship.
Yeah, the USL
right?
Championship champion.
So they're chasing the USL Championship. Jacoby Myers to the Jaguars? Jaguars trade for Jacoby Myers. Did you see this?
All right.
Raiders are trading Jacoby Myers to Jacksonville in exchange for 4th and 6th round pick. Multiple teams, including the Steelers and the Jaguars, had shown interest in Jacoby Myers, according to Adam Schefter. He'll become a free agent after his contract expires. So he wanted out. That made sense. With Travis Hunter hurt, they were looking, and the Jaguars still think they're in it, and I think they still might be. What does that do for you?
Well, Brian Thomas Jr. has been struggling this season. He tweaked his ankle last week, and so I think Myers could come in and get a decent target share. It's going to be struggle bus to come in and play right away because they're at Houston, and that defense is legit.
So don't play him this week.
If you have to.
I don't.
Like, if you don't have to, don't.
I got Stephon Diggs and DK Metcalf instead.
Don't.
Okay.
We saw this is a Houston defense that giving up 14 points per game going into it, and then it was a field goal at the end that got Denver to 18 last week.
All right. So that's when is the deadline? It is.
I believe it's this afternoon.
2 o'clock our time.
2 o'clock our time.
Yeah. Denver, according to NFL insider Jonathan Jones on CBS, says Denver is the team to monitor. He said they're interesting because the league believes the Broncos want another pass catcher, a receiver. Who's out there? Olave? Well, that'd be big. They get a Chris Olave. Don't you think? I still think he's really good.
Least amount of cap space in the league.
So they can't afford it. 6 wins in a row for them. Now they say we got all we need. But if there's one team that could provide them a 4th of July and 4th of November, it'd be the Broncos. Sean Payton, it says, has been known to throw around draft picks if he wants some. Rashid Shaheed, Chris Olave, Jacoby Myers just got traded. It's going to be interesting to see what they do in the next 4 hours. Jacoby Myers was the biggest probable name receiver that was going to get.
Yeah, price tag might be a bit much on some of those Saints players. Like, they would be really good additions, either of those wide receivers. I would think that Denver would be more interested in Shaheed.
Because he's cheaper.
No. Okay. Not necessarily. Well, contract, but his role in the offense.
Okay.
Versus kind of what you have with Cortland Sutton. Cortland Sutton, yeah, he can do a little bit of everything, but he's that big target. Shaheed is the over-the-top with him.
Which is what Franklin's been. I think Franklin's been terrific for them. I mean, am I crazy to think I think Franklin is as good as Shaheed?
I think with the opportunities, they're similar. Shaheed might be a little bit more explosive, but Franklin has done well with. If you look at the snaps and times he's been targeted,
he's been really nice. All right, the other thing that's going to happen today is you're going to get the first college football playoff poll. I think it's pretty clear. I think the top's clear. Ohio State will be 1. Will Indiana or Alabama be 2? Indiana's still undefeated. Alabama's 7-1.
I'll go Indiana.
I think that's probably right. Then A&M or Alabama? A&M still undefeated.
A&M.
So you're going with the undefeated is before Alabama. Okay. The other teams in there, Georgia's 7-1, Ole Miss is 8-1, BYU is still undefeated at 8-0, Oregon's 7-1, Texas Tech 8-1. And then you get into, when you get down to number 10, you're looking at 2 lost teams: Texas, Miami, Notre Dame, Oklahoma. Where will Georgia Tech be? Will Georgia Tech, as a 1-loss ACC team, be ranked above and below a 2-loss ACC team in Miami? I think that'll be interesting. Where's Virginia at 8-1, coming off their first loss? Utah, USC, Michigan, Washington. And then you get into the group of 5s, and Memphis is projected to be the highest ranked group of 5 team. I see projections at about 22, which would move them up above and into the playoff above right now, the projections Notre Dame or Miami. So watch that, but that all comes out today. I think it's about 5 or 6 o'clock. And I think there's a lot of interest in it because it'll give you a good idea of where the committee's going, what their thought process is, what's important to them as we go through this. Do I get college football today? Do I get like some Fun Belt or some Mashing? Isn't it? It's like
yes.
I get UMass and Akron and Miami of Ohio versus Ohio. All right, give me a little match today. Tomorrow you get to watch your future Mountain West Conference team, Northern Illinois. They play Toledo. Feels like Toledo played everybody in the Mountain West anyway, didn't it?
Audition?
Sure, they're trying. All right, thanks to Tony Sanchez. New Mexico State's football coach was with us today. You can listen to that if you missed it over on our website, sportsanimalabq.com. Click on the opening drive. It'll be there for you. The Herd with Colin Cowherd is next. The Jim Rome Show follows that. The show's called Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas. That'll be at 4. And then we're back with a more award-winning radio tomorrow. We will start at 7 a.m. Adrian, great work on the television side. Thank you, as always. He is J.J. Buck. I am merely Jeff Symbieta. Big day for you?
Huge day.
Enjoy it. Be good to each other, please. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll smell you tomorrow.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows.